Happy Monday, everyone. I just finished recording this makeup look and I'm gonna sit down, edit it, and then look at my school stuff because I'm scared I have a deadline coming up and I want to make sure I didn't miss anything from last week. So that is the current plan. 4:16 and I haven't eaten my first meal of the day and it wasn't purposeful. I woke up and I've just been, you know, doing all the things that I need to do. My stomach is stuck to my back. There are these pieces of salmon that I didn't make the other day, so I think I'm gonna do that in the air fryer, honestly, because the air fryer saves lives. Currently going through a little bit of a funk because I've been focusing too much on the numbers and kind of lost my spark in the sense of the whole reason I started creating, because I just enjoy and love making content. So I'm challenging myself this week to just create, have fun, not think of it too much. And if it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And just move on. Just to root myself, ground myself with the reason why I started. I'm going to make salmon sliders. So I have 3 pieces of salmon. Yesterday we were supposed to make sliders with this bread, but I'm just not in the mood of eating red meat right now. So I'm going to eat salmon. I think I have chipotle mayo. I know I have chipotle mayo. Maybe like some cheese. I don't know if fish and cheese go together. I'm also still in California. If you saw my last vlog, I mentioned how I was supposed to leave on Saturday, but then the in-person commitment that we had originally got moved to online, and then the other in-person thing that I could have gone to was optional, and it was actually today. And I'm so glad that I decided to stay, because originally I was supposed to fly back 3rd or 4th of February to be there for the 5th, as there was something in person on the 5th. They canceled the in-person, they moved it to Zoom, so I'm so glad I didn't buy my ticket for the 5th. I would have been pissed. And then I was supposed to fly back maybe like the 7th, because today I had another in-person wound workshop. The thing is, I had that Makeup Forever event on Thursday and I was like, this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. At this point, when I got the invitation, that was the only event that I had been invited to since I've been here. Like all the other ones that you saw me go this past few weeks all came last minute. So I was like, I can't fly back to Canada without going to my first like makeup event. I made the executive decision. Let me work and do this at the same time. I made the executive decision to stay and miss the wound workshop that was supposed to happen today. Then they later tell us that the wound workshop is optional. And I was like, you know what? It would be good for me to go because it's been a second since I've practiced any of my skills, but at the same time, I really wanted to go to this event. So I made the executive decision to skip it because they ended up saying that it was optional anyways, and I didn't go and decided to stay for the event. Today my friend tells me that the workshop was good, but it wasn't like flying back early worth it. So I'm so glad I didn't fly back early, because I would have been so pissed if I would have gone, missed the event, and then been like, oh, so y'all could have put this in a PowerPoint? Probably. And then there's another workshop next Monday. So all of February, we're gonna have a workshop every Monday. Next Monday is a communication workshop, but they got the dates wrong. So they mixed it up, and they're going to do the Monday workshop on Wednesday, and then they made it optional because they messed up on the dates. So I'm like, perfect. But at the same time, a communication workshop. I'm big on, if you can put this in a PowerPoint and if you can put this on a PDF, do it, and don't waste my time. Unless I'm learning a new skill, like, I don't know, putting in IVs, then I'll be there. But if it's like something that we've been talking about since the beginning of nursing school, communication, I think I've got it down. And I'm not being like cocky, I'm just saying I'm not gonna fly back for that. Given that I could be here for a couple extra days, enjoy the warm weather, because granted, it's still cold in Canada. So I made the executive decision to stay longer. Added a couple of spices to my salmon. I did salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, something chill. Side note, adding chili powder and all that stuff, and then cooking your salmon and then drizzling it with honey on top. So good. Anyways, back to the story. So now I'm gonna stay here for a bit longer, just maybe for like an additional week and a half longer. Fly back, because I do want to be home for at least a week before I start my rotations, just to kind of get back into the routine of living in Canada in the cold, being in my apartment, grocery shopping, all that. I don't want to fly there the night before my first shift, if that makes sense. And also, I don't even know when my shifts are supposed to start. I still haven't gotten assigned to who's gonna be my preceptor. The deadline to let us know was supposed to be today, and then they just sent an email today. They're like, oh, we're still trying to work things out. Some people won't have their preceptor information, i.e. me. So I'm still waiting to see when that's going to be, so I know when my schedule starts, because our rotation cycle starts March 4th. That doesn't mean your first shift is on the 4th. Your first shift can be on like the 8th, you know what I'm saying? Happy Tuesday. So today I'm just going to focus on my homework later on and creating. I am trying to get into the routine to have whatever's going up the next day already filmed the day before. I used to do that, and then I don't know why I stopped. Then it made me really stressed when I didn't have stuff to post, but it was my own problem. So right now I have already posted what's supposed to go out for today, so good. And now I'm just going to make the content that I need to post for tomorrow. But I have to start my NCLEX at some point today. I had a plan of what I was going to record, and then I did it in the wrong order. So I was going to do a hair video and then a makeup video. I did the makeup video first, and I'm kind of scared that if I show up with this makeup at the hair video that I'm going to do, I'm going to be scary. Anyways, this is the makeup for today. Something different, something new. Playing with makeup, learning makeup, it's all in the process. I'm going to rethink this hair video. Maybe I'll record it somewhere else, so I have a monitor, right? Because my camera broke. The monitor died. It has a huge battery that takes forever to charge, and both the huge batteries have no battery. So I'm like, do I record the hair video on my phone? Maybe. And maybe I'll do it in the bathroom. We'll see. I also want to take a photo. I have a photo inspiration that I saw on Pinterest that I want to try to recreate, but it's at a convenience store kind of looking thing, and I don't know if I want to walk in with this at a convenience store. So we'll see if I end up getting that photo. I'm like, it would make sense to get the photo today because I have my makeup done. Happy Valentine's Day, poor kid. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Valentine's Day, and today I'm going to take my first NCLEX mock exam. I was supposed to do this last week, so I'm catching up. So I'm not behind, because this week I have to do 10 simulations based on the areas that I didn't do well on my NCLEX exam, so I have to try it. We're gonna see how long it's gonna take me. I don't know if I should document this journey to prepare for my NCLEX on my TikTok. Maybe I will, maybe. Right now I am looking for a person to feature for my Black History Month feature that I've been doing on my Instagram. I missed yesterday, so I have to find a person for it today. And I'm just gonna, put y'all down here, probably be here for the foreseeable future. My desk is still downstairs, so we're using the back of the wall, the pillow, and we will be taking the exam here. I'm trying to guess what I think my final score is gonna be. I have not studied or looked over at my notes for at least 2 months. So we might be a little rusty. We might need to review a lot of things. So I think it's 85 questions. I think I'm gonna hopefully at least get 50%. That's a good start, 50, and then just build from there. The nurse is educating an adolescent client about the innate and adaptive immune systems to help them gain understanding of the disease processes. I just finished my first mock exam and I got a 56.38%. Pretty good. The exam, I don't think I'm going to take it until like May, June. I got time. Okay. I'm hoping that each time I take a full mock exam, I have like a 5 to 10% increase. So if next time I get a 60%, yeah. And at the time a 65, yeah. And I keep working until I get like a 95 to 100. Because you can never, there's so many topics, you can never get like 100, I think. Realistically speaking, there's like over 20 topics, way more than 20 topics to like overall like big header topics. So if I can, my goal, I guess, the overall goal is to get in between like the 95 to 100 if possible, continuously before I go in and take my exam, like my final exam. That's crazy. I swear I just started nursing school and now we're doing NCLEX prep. Currently at Nordstrom, I'm helping my brother pick out his homecoming outfit. He's looking for an all black outfit. We picked up, we're just here to look. We picked up a black t-shirt and he said it was $128. We will be going to Zara. We will be going to Zara. Someone's helping us and he might just appear here at any second, but this is the QOTD. Oh, you can't see me.
It's really big as well. What is this? 4, 5, 6.
Oh shit, good job.
House, a well-positioned agent.
We thought it was going to be a really exciting.
He uses it all the time.
It's hard, especially when you like want something. Yeah. Code word, and that means no questions asked, they're gone. What's it gonna be?
Happy Saturday. We are currently at the mall because my parents have to switch. Like my dad, he bought some frames and he has to switch them or something. So I came along because I've been in the house the entire week and I need to be outside. But since Ding Tai Fung is here, I ordered myself some fried rice. I ordered myself some noodles and I'm super excited. The order is ready for pickup, so I'm gonna go get that and maybe meet them at the glasses store, but I am so hungry. Cleared my plate. That was fast. I was so hungry. The second I got into the car, I was like, ate up the whole thing. Whew. Now we're at a taco stand. Not a taco stand. A taco shop. My parents are eating here. Could I have waited and gone tacos? Yes, but I was so hungry I was ready to pass out and I had to get my food in. Happy Sunday. I've been here doing homework for the past hour. Like there's like these modules I need to do for the hospital and I'm looking at the ones, there's ones that have expired that I need to redo, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yay, nursing things. Hopefully they don't take too long. And I want to finish all my homework before I eat. I probably should eat and then do this, but I just want to finish this. Jokes on me, I lied. I'm gonna be cooking while I do this because I thought this was one of the courses that you have to sit there and like keep interacting with it, but this is the ones that you listen to. So I'm gonna place in the background and I'm gonna go make some breakfast bowls. I was walking through the Ralph aisles and in the frozen section I see this thing that says breakfast bowl and the picture looked like they had potatoes and then chopped up breakfast sausages and then eggs, and I'm like, this is basically a breakfast plate but in a bowl. So I'm gonna make that this morning.
Special programs help people from disadvantaged groups protected by the... Here are some examples of special programs. By a book round. For example, a cultural class.
I was editing the vlog right now, going for tomorrow. I'm not feeling proud of the vlog this week. Not because I'm not doing flashy things, but I didn't do a very good job documenting. It's very choppy. It's kind of hard to follow the storyline at some points, and I apologize for that. However, I was thinking not to upload it at all. And then I was like, okay, but I'm still trying to be accountable. I know quality content is better over quantity of the content, but I'm trying to keep myself accountable to sticking to my posting schedule because one of my goals this year is to post a video every single week. I've been showing up not only for myself with the goals that I want and the things that I want to reach, and also for you guys. I'm gonna be so honest, I haven't been feeling myself lately and I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to figure out where the root cause is to try to snip it. And I know sometimes you just have to sit there and sit with your emotions and feel your feelings, and I'm very much like for that. I'm not trying to push away a feeling, brush over it and just kind of ignore it. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stop and be very intentional and see what it is and what it could be. I just wanted to be honest, this week was did I accomplish everything that I was supposed to this week? Yes. Did I accomplish it to the best of my abilities? Probably not. I'm just trying to find what works for me, like the best routine. I'm gonna go soon into this next chapter of finishing up my last semester, going back to Canada soon, and I'm gonna be back in like the cold environment that I'm like, and in like low-key a stressful environment, which is like the hospital and the placements. There's so many things to learn, and sometimes I'm hard on myself, and sometimes we just have to give ourselves grace and slow down and do all these things. And I'm a big preacher about all these things, but sometimes I'm like, girl, take your own advice. You know what I'm talking about? I just wanted to let you know I've just been feeling a funk. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, poor me, but more like I think it's easy to not only connect with someone more, but sometimes you feel alone in these feelings and these emotions, and you're like, oh my goodness, no one in the entire world is going through these things, which is BS. Everyone, a lot of people are. And when you find someone who is feeling that way, and it's not trying to like add fuel to the fire, like, oh, let's be sad together. It's more like, okay, there are other people feeling these things, and then maybe you can find new coping mechanisms, or like, oh, what worked for you and all this sort of thing. So this is more like me extending a hand of like not only vulnerability, but it's okay if sometimes you don't feel your 100%. And I was actually listening to an Adele song today. First of all, I love the 30 album, but that song, I was like, it's called Cry Your Heart Out. And I was like, the lyrics really stuck to me with all the emotions that I'm going through at this moment that I'm trying to work through. And I was like, wow, there's so many thoughts going on. There's just so many things that help heal sometimes when you're going through a rough time. It could be music, it could be something your friend says, it could be trying something new, it could be this, that, and the third. And I think at the end, in conclusion, depending, because I don't know how many points I shared within the past 2 minutes, what I'm trying to say is whatever emotion that you might be going through, whatever hard time you might be going through, there's a big probability that a lot of people are going through that as well. I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in the, myself included, in the whole social media facade of like, you see all these people and their wins and their wins and their wins, and you're like, well, I'm not feeling too much like a champion. And even sometimes through those wins, you don't feel like a champion either. Like on the outside, it looks like, oh my goodness, amazing, flashing lights. But then through that moment, you might be like, okay, but I don't feel 100% right now. And you're like, oh, I wish I could relive this moment, but when I'm feeling my full self, because I feel like I would value it more. But even through the moments that you feel like, I don't know, the imposter syndrome or whatever it is, or whatever you're going through, it's fine. It's all good. And again, I don't know if I said anything, but maybe something that I said resonated with you. Sorry if this vlog was like, girl, what was that? I apologize. I'm just trying to show up for myself continually and keep consistent at it. I am also trying to figure out my whole weekly vlog routine and how to balance it with, I don't have to record everything during the week. I can just show snippets here and there and do a compilation of a video. So I'm going to sit with that idea, sit with that thought, and see how I'm going to move forward with next week, so I can still keep it entertaining, still show like, okay, this is real life, this is truth, that I don't have to bend over backwards and show you all this flashy stuff for it to be entertaining, and just show you little pockets of little pockets of real life and things and people that go through, learning curves, hard times, fun times, sad times, happy times. So bear with me as I figure that out and transform that into the content you see. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Yeah, that's all. Love you. Bye.